It's going to be a lit show, you guys.
Peppermint tea.
And then now I feel extra bad because I was already planning on making you a little freaked out right out of the gate because I know how you have this fear of heights.
Yes,
and now
I
I feel like extra bad about it. But I saw this, and so you have to see it too. This is like,
Okay.
I would never in a million skillion years go in a hot air balloon. And if that's your thing, by all means,
no.
you
Then
do you.
Peppermint tea is probably also your thing too.
I would never. And
No.
so there was like an incident in Texas, I guess, earlier in the week where there were people like in a hot air balloon that got caught up in like a tower thing and they had to be rescued. And the rescue process is also terrifying. Okay. So let me see. This is in Longview, Texas. And the fire department had to climb up this tower. Look at how high they are. Okay.
Oh my, why do you do this?
I don't know. And so then the rescue process is no less scary than them just hovering up there. So you're going to see the way that the fire department has to go and like get them all attached to freaking tethers.
Oh,
and then, yeah, just wait. Look at how
they had to slide over.
Yeah.
I'd rather die. I'd rather die. I'd just rather be like, I'm out.
Up here.
I'm done. I'm just going to starve up here. Thanks. I'm done. I'm done. Oh my God.
Look at this.
No.
Look at that.
No, thank you. But
oh
no.
My God.
No, I'm done. Just go ahead.
No freaking way.
No way. Tell my kids I love them. I'm done. Oh my God.
You live there now. That's where you live.
That's my home. That basket is my home now. Oh,
just send up some food every now and then.
Just not. Oh my God.
Can you? I would be so terrified. Oh my God. I cannot even imagine.
Have you ever seen that movie where the girls climb the tower? I think it's
yes.
Mind
Mind blowing. I was so mind blown and terrified the entire time. I hate that I watched it.
Riveted. Me too. I hate that we didn't watch it together. But I watched that movie. Riveting.
Horrifying.
You should totally watch it.
Oh my God. You should totally watch it.
Fall.
Yes, it's called Fall. It's Fall.
You guys have to watch Fall. Watch it this weekend. Report.
But also you'll hate it. But also make sure to watch it.
Watch it. It's the most terrible. It's awful. It's terrible in every way. Watch it. Okay.
Except also you need to watch tomorrow our interview with Tony Lapidus comes out. If you do not know who that is, he impersonates everybody. He's amazing. We've played a couple clips on our show here before, but he did a bunch of characters for us. It was so good. So please check that out.
I want him
tomorrow.
I want him to impersonate us.
I feel like that would be.
Do it.
He could do it. He'd have to watch a lot of us to get it down.
He's a British bloke. I think he could do us. I think.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
He couldn't do us, but he could impersonate us. You know
right.
Guys, make sure that you check out backyardburgers.com/chicks.
Butchers.
What did I say?
Burgers.
Oh my God. I'm not going to make it, you guys. I'm not going to make it today. I'm not going to make it. Backyardbutchers.com/chicks, code chicks. And it auto applies for 30% off your first order. You guys do it.
You really should. All right. So feel like I get to have an I told you so kind of moment
with Kristi Noem.
With Kristi Noem. I cannot tell you the number of emails people, and I saw the comments. I know people were real mad because they were like, you're not factoring in the fact that her ads included the ad buys on all the various channels that she had to show the ads on. You're only thinking about production costs. Mock. They were so mad.
No, I mean, I liked her. I'm super disappointed in the spending that she did, and I'm super disappointed in the freaking fake hair. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed all the way around. Because listen, I've always liked Kristi Noem. I've always liked her. And so this is just truly disappointing. But you know, now she's got a job as special envoy for the Shield of the Americas. So whatever the hell that means. I don't okay. Whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, I just would like the record to reflect that I was right. And Trump did not, in fact, authorize or even know that she was going to be spending so much money. So the whole Q&A that happened in the hearing yesterday or not yesterday, but the day before, with Senator Kennedy, he had actually called Trump and said, listen, she's going to be in this hearing and I'm going to ask her about this because I'm pissed about how much money she spent. And Trump was like, yeah, you do it. You question her about it. Like he was all for. So in any case, here is one of the things that he said about that. He said, after the hearing, the president of the United States called me, and I'm not going to speak for him. You folks know him. You can ask him yourselves, but put it this way, his recollection and her recollection are different. And then we find out, as the afternoon progresses, we then find out that Trump absolutely did not sign off on it. He said, and I quote, I never knew anything about it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even just that, you guys. There was a whole Q&A part of the hearing where there was questions about how she awarded contracts and whether she was favoring people that knew her. And apparently, according to Luke Rosiak, Kristi Noem told Congress that the ad contract went out to a competitive bid with a winner picked by career officials, but only 3 hand-picked companies were allowed to bid. One, a firm that subbed to a Noem aide's spouse, one linked to Corey Lewandowski,
of course,
and then some chick named Erica Knight. So the whole thing was just
sketch.
It was bad. It was
sketch, and it was slimy, and it's not okay. And
it was all about self-promotion.
Right. And then this new job that she has, like, I think that he put her there because he's just like, okay, well, you're fired, but we're going to pretend like this is all on the up and up and everything's okay. And everybody's still like, listen, it wasn't just the money. I think there's a lot of other stuff too. Do I think do I think she did a good job? Like probably, like maybe 50 to 70% there. Yeah, listen, things were going okay. I think things were fine. The Democrats hate her, but the Democrats hate all of us. Right. So, if she didn't have the fake hair to pet and the makeup and the ads and stuff like that, and if it was some dude that was in there, they probably would have found something wrong with that person too. I don't think that they would have thought anybody in that job would be perfect. But then there was the affair stuff, and then there's
we'll get to all of that. So are you able to read?
Yes, I can read.
Okay.
I am pleased to announce that the highly respected United States Senator from the great state of Oklahoma, Markwayne Mullin, will become the United States Secretary of Homeland Security effective March 31st, 2026. The current Secretary, Kristi Noem, who has served us well and has had numerous and spectacular results, especially on the border, will be moving to the Special Envoy for the Shield of the Americas, whatever the hell that is. Our new security initiative in the Western Hemisphere we are announcing on Saturday in Doral, Florida. I thank Kristi for her service at Homeland. Serving 10 years in the United States House of Representatives and 3 in the Senate, Markwayne has done a tremendous job representing the wonderful people of Oklahoma, where I won all 77 out of 77 counties in 2016, 2020, and 2024. A MAGA warrior and former undefeated professional MMA fighter, Markwayne truly gets along well with people and knows the wisdom and courage required to advance our America First agenda. As the only Native American in the Senate, Markwayne.
I did not know that.
He's a big part of like the Native American stuff there in Oklahoma. Markwayne is a fantastic advocate for our incredible tribal communities. Markwayne will work tirelessly to keep our border secure, stop migrant crime, murderers, and other criminals from illegally entering our country, end the scourge of illegal drugs, and make America safe again. Markwayne will make a spectacular Secretary of Homeland Security. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
So there was a hullabaloo all around this, and a lot of criticism of Kristi Noem, which I think a lot of it is warranted. People kind of dragged Tomi Lahren for her take on this, but she's right, you guys. And so here's what she said. Kristi Noem made the job about her hair, her makeup, her outfits, her vanity. It was a giant distraction from the mission. She did the same shit as governor of South Dakota. Once the cameras turned on, she forgot about the people and went on a personal PR mission. Not cute. Good riddance, and hide your dogs.
I mean, it's a little harsh. It's a little
bitchy, harsh, but accurate.
I mean, it's a little bitchy, especially coming from Tomi, who, I mean, let's face it, she definitely cares about her appearance.
But she's supposed to. Like, that's her actual job, is to look pretty on TV.
Okay, that's a great point, Mock. That's a very good point. But you're right. You know, I think Kristi Noem did. Listen, the border's secure. There are things that she did right. I don't think we should discount the things that she has done right. I don't think that we should do that.
Stuff right.
Yeah, she has done some stuff right.
The way she did the things right.
Right. I hear you. She just came with a lot of baggage.
Definitely.
And that
didn't
is
help herself.
No, that is very unfortunate. I think that she did. And it sucks because being a woman, you know, she definitely cared a lot about like the vanity stuff. And that sucks because it makes other women look bad. And that is so unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. So here is Kristi's official reaction. She was actually giving a speech as this all broke.
So awkward. Oh my God.
So awkward. But here is what she posted immediately after her speech was done. If you would like to read this.
Thank you, POTUS Trump, for appointing me as the special envoy for Shield of the Americas. Secretary Rubio and Secretary of War are incredible leaders, and I look forward to working with them closely and to dismantle cartels that have poured drugs into our nation and killed our children and grandchildren. The Western Hemisphere is absolutely critical for U.S. security. In this new role, I will be able to build on the partnerships and national security expertise I forged over the last 13 months as Secretary of Homeland Security. We have made historic accomplishments at the Department of Homeland Security to make America safe again. We deliver the most secure border in American history. 3 million illegal aliens have left the U.S. We have located 145,000 children. FEMA delivered disaster relief at 100% faster rate. We ushered in the golden age of travel, saved the American taxpayer $13 billion, and revitalized the U.S. Coast Guard. I mean, she's done nicely done. She's done some stuff. Plus, I mean, I think she's in charge of like 250,000 people. So yeah, I mean, there's some leadership,
definite accomplishments for sure.
I mean, let's give her props where props are due, you know?
That's exactly right. So here is what, obviously the reason for my name today, Mark Wayne Mullin. Here is his tweet.
As a kid from Westville, it has been the greatest honor and privilege to serve the people of Oklahoma for the past 13 years in both the House and Senate. I am grateful to President Trump for nominating me to lead the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. I look forward to earning the support of my colleagues in the Senate and carrying out President Trump's mission alongside the department's many capable agencies and the thousands of patriots who keep us safe every day. President Trump ran on restoring law and order, and he quickly delivered the most secure U.S. border in American history. I look forward to supporting his mission to safeguard the American people and defend the homeland. And he's right. He's absolutely right. And I love Oklahoma. So I love that we got a guy. I do. I love Oklahoma. I'm glad we got a guy from Oklahoma. I do.
You do. You love the Cowboys, and you love cowboy colostrum.
Oh, look at that. Look at that transition. It was great.
It's yummy, yummy, yummy stuff.
God, and good for your gut. I wanted to have it this morning so bad, you guys, and I can't because I have a blood draw. It's like Nestle Quick. You know, that's what as a Gen Xer, it makes me happy every morning because you can mix it with, you know, milk. You can mix it with coffee. Coffee. I miss coffee. But anyways, they have vanilla, they have chocolate, they have matcha, if you're into that. They have strawberry. My favorite is the chocolate because it tastes like Nestle Quick, like I said, and I love that. And it brings stability to your gut. But and the bonus is that it has peptides in it, so it also helps your skin and your hair look great. It's really great. So if you want to bring stability to your gut, this is the best colostrum out there, the absolute best. Plus, it tastes amazing, you guys. You can put it in anything. It's so, so good. Cowboycolostrum.com/chicks. Use code chicks at checkout. That's 25% off when you use code chicks at checkout. Cowboycolostrum.com/chicks.
Do it. All right. So about Corey Lewandowski. So there's obviously been these rumors of them sleeping together for years at this point. And according to Fox's Jackie Heinrich, she said, quote, "I'm told the president spoke with Kristi Noem just before the Truth Social post. Corey Lewandowski is expected to leave with her. Rumors of the affair were a factor in her removal."
I mean, her husband knows. We know about this. Her husband, and his wife know about it. Yeah,
right. So I don't know that she helped herself at all when she couldn't answer direct questions about this in her hearing. Now, was it utterly inappropriate that the questions were asked? Probably. But, and I know she was under oath, which explains why she would not answer, "No, I am not sleeping with him."
Right.
But instead, she was cagey, as you'll see.
Time during your tenure as Director of Department of Homeland Security, have you had sexual relations with Corey Lewandowski?
Oh my God.
Mr. Chairman, I am shocked that we're going down and peddling tabloid garbage in this committee today.
Reclaiming
and
my
ma'am,
time.
one thing that I would tell you is that he is a special government employee who works for the White House. There are thousands of them in the federal government.
So reclaiming
and
my
as
time,
an advisor,
Secretary, you should be wanting to answer that question.
Is garbage?
Because it is not about
It is
your sex
offensive
life.
that you have brought
It is
that up.
about your
So
judgment.
that kind of,
I really think you need to say the word no into the record so that you can clear that up.
I think the ridiculousness of this and the tabloids that you are quoting and referencing are insane. And this has been
So that's a no?
something that I've refuted
Is
for
that a no?
years, and I continue to do that. You
I-
attack
I was-
conservative women,
I w-
and you say that we're either stupid
I haven't
or
said
we're
anything.
sluts.
All right, so listen.
And that's what you do.
Yesterday,
And I will tell
Richard,
you, sir,
yes, reclaiming
I will
my
tell
time.
you, sir, I am
Mr. Chairman,
neither.
reclaiming my time.
This is just so
I
ugly.
know it is so ugly, and I mean, I know we're stupid. And we're smart. Oh my God, I know this is. So, listen, just why
It's
do-
probably best
just-
that she's in a different role.
I
now.
agree. Just get divorced and then go sleep with them. You know what I mean? Like they're both married. This is not
Yeah.
hard. Just get a divorce.
All of it is super cringe. Marco
Right?
Rubio tweeted that he looks forward to working with Kristi as special envoy, the new security initiative comprised of 13 countries. Kristi has achieved incredible results as Secretary of Homeland Security and will be a tremendous asset in our effort to promote security and prosperity in the Western Hemisphere.
The special envoy for the Shield of the Americas is like the peppermint tea of jobs. That's what it is, you guys. I'm not
You
gonna.
are being so mean about peppermint tea.
I'm sorry. I'm such a bitch this morning. I'm so mean about it. It's not helping. It's not helping me.
I mean, it's not the tea's fault for
Ugh,
crying
just
out
put some
loud.
honey in it or something.
So just when you think about all the reasons, this is from Aisha Hasni of Fox News, from an administration source, quote, "It was time. Replacing Kristi was based on the culmination of her many unfortunate leadership mishaps, including the fallout in Minnesota, the $200 million ad campaign, the allegations of infidelity, the mismanagement of her staff, and her constant feuding with the heads of other agencies, including CBP and ICE. Kristi's drama sadly overshadowed and distracted from the administration's extremely popular immigration agenda, which will continue full force."
Yeah.
There was a lot going on.
And there was stuff that I saw about her just spending, like just being reckless and spending money that she shouldn't have spent. I didn't know about
Clearly.
this stuff. Yeah. I mean, and just, being on planes and doing things, just acting kind of like a diva where she
Yeah.
shouldn't have acted like a diva. And that is really unfortunate. It just is not the way that conservative women should act.
We don't need
Period.
green M&Ms in
No,
the
but
cabinet. We
that's
just
not
don't.
how we do, Kristi. It's not how we do.
Well, and Senator Kennedy was asked by reporters about the conversation that he had with Trump about this whole hullabaloo. And here is what he said about Trump's anger at Kristi and also his thoughts on Markwayne Mullin.
The president, when he called me Tuesday night, the night of the hearing, when he was mad as a murder hornet, he asked me what I thought about Mark Twain, and I said, A, I like him. B, he's very smart. C, he's a very good businessman. And D, if I didn't believe the three things I just told you, I'd lie to you because Mark Twain would whip my ass.
I
love that
so much.
Yeah, I think he had a business with his family before he got into politics, which I like.
Mm.
I really
Yeah, that
like.
is good stuff. That is good stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously now he has to get confirmed by the Senate. It's not as simple as him just like having this start date of March 31st. It's not automatic. He does have to get confirmed. I'm sure the Senate will make that as complicated as they can because that's who the Senate is. But, there's already grumblings from House members like Hakeem Jeffries who's saying, well, this is fine, but like, it's not about the person. It's about their policies. Here's Hakeem.
Oh my God.
Kristi Noem has been fired. consistent with what we have demanded on behalf of the American people.
Oh my God.
But let me also make clear, a change in personnel is not sufficient. We need a change in policy.
Oh God,
and that has to be bold, dramatic, transformational, and meaningful.
Really? Look at you moving the goalposts. Shocker. They demanded a change in personnel. We gave it to them, and now they're moving the goalposts.
This is what they do.
This is what Democrats do.
All right, so that's what's going on with all of that. There's tons of other consequential election-y types of things to talk about, including what's going on in the Texas Senate race. And so we talked a lot yesterday about this whole primary that's supposed to happen May 26th between Cornyn and Paxton, and all of the ramifications of Trump potentially picking a side in that primary and then asking whoever's side he doesn't pick to leave. And so there was reports yesterday that said President Trump appears to be leaning towards endorsing Cornyn. And he warned Ken Paxton because, you know, we showed the screenshot yesterday of Paxton saying, I'm not effing leaving. You know what I mean? Like, I've been working way too hard against Cornyn to exit this race. I'm not going to leave. And Trump said, well, that's bad for him to say. That is bad for him. So maybe that leads me to go the other direction. But then to make things extra interesting and strategery like, Ken Paxton was like, I would consider dropping out of this race if Senate leadership agrees to lift the filibuster and passes the SAVE Act. Mm-hmm. So this gets so juicy, interesting because now, this is awesome because the SAVE Act, frankly, is more important than Cornyn continuing to be a senator. Right. So, that's just really, really interesting.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah. And so, and look at him. He's like, I'll bow out if you get this passed. So he's doing the whole, like, it's kind of like a martyr thing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, this is great.
It is great.
So we'll see what happens, but that is a thing that is happening. And then in other Texas election news, senior members of the House came out yesterday and said, that Tony Gonzalez guy, he's got to drop out because he, of course, is also facing a primary battle with Brandon Herrera. And there's been all the hullabaloo around Tony Gonzalez having an affair and or not even having an affair, but like sending disgusting messages to one of his staffers who ultimately killed herself. So it was a big deal that they said, you need to drop out. And this came right as he was going around and interviewing with folks like our friend Joe Pags and actually admitting to the affair.
A relationship with this young lady who was working in your office?
You know, very, very direct, Pags. I made a mistake and I had a lapse in judgment and there was a lack of faith. And I take full responsibility for those actions. Since then, I've reconciled with my wife, Angel. I've asked God to forgive me, which he has. And my faith is as strong as ever. When you make mistakes like this, you know, it's never easy. It humbles you, but it's important to kind of work through it all. You know, I look forward to the ethics committee starting an investigation. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to provide all the facts and all the details that lead to exactly what occurred in the entire situation.
It's the first time we've heard you respond to that.
And it didn't matter because he dropped his bid after all. So the pressure became too great and he is donezo.
I'm okay with that.
I'm totally okay with it. Yeah, this
totally
was just
he's a liability.
Totally. That was the word I was looking for. That's exactly right.
The guy is that's not okay. I'm glad that your wife, that's great that you worked it out with your wife and you worked it out with God. That's great. But we don't need you in the party. Bye.
Thank you. But no.
Bye.
Also, in moving to the coast now, North Carolina, there is some weird ass shit going on in North Carolina,
my God.
all over the place in all kinds of elections. So this was amazing to me to see that this jail abolitionist is becoming a judge in Charlotte. Her name is Rebecca Cannon. She is a self-proclaimed prison abolitionist who also was arrested 3 times during the George Floyd riots, and she won her primary as a judge in North Carolina. Can you believe this?
That's God, North Carolina, you in danger, girl.
What are you doing?
Oh my God.
What are you doing?
What is it? Are people just not engaged? Like what?
I think so. I think that's what
people have just checked out. Like they're just like, I'm just going to watch reality TV. I can't do this anymore. Like what is going on with people around the country? Because you guys, she's a jail abolitionist and she's going to
be a judge now.
What the hell?
Yikes. And so she's not the only one that is turning North Carolina politics on its head. There is this Muslim who's running as a GOP person too.
I am a Republican. I know that I have been seeing a lot of people with hesitation about the party that I choose to represent, just because, growing up, you pretty much do what your family does, what, their beliefs are as far as your party. But like I said, I am matured in my own revelation of what the Republican Party represents, and it looks like me.
It most certainly does not.
We don't look like you, lady.
But the problem is that she now is going to be the Republican,
right?
And she's going to be going against a Democrat, even though they're both Democrats. And so now that is the choice that North Carolina has in that particular seat.
What is happening? And this is how they do it. They just infiltrate.
This is how they do it.
This is how they do. You guys, people are sleeping. Stop it. We cannot do this. We got to get more involved. This is why we implore people to get out and vote and get involved. It's allowed, Debbie, because people are allowing it to be allowed. Like people are lazy. That's what's happening.
Totally. That's absolutely what's happening. So North Carolina, you got some work to do to normalize yourselves, because, and my son is there. Like, I don't want him to be in a place that's like crazy.
He could have just run against her. Honestly, we could have just put him in there and he just would he doesn't give a flip about politics. Honestly, he doesn't, but we could have just put him in there. That's true. How easy it would have been to beat this broad.
Yeah.
And nobody did it. Nobody showed up. Nobody cared. There's so much apathy in politics right now. Oh my God.
I know. It's awful. It's awful. Yeah. You guys, what can also be awful is trying to sort out how to get Medicare benefits. There are so many different plans and programs and tiers of coverage, and it's not just as easy as like signing up for it and then you just have it. There's so much more involved.
Right.
And luckily now you can just call Chapter to get 20-minute conversation or less, and they will find you the best plan for you.
And it's free. You don't have to pay. It's like the best thing ever, right? It's like, you don't want to trust the government for this, or just any insurance agent with your healthcare. The Medicare system is so confusing. Like, I have a mom who does this stuff. It's like the government wants us to fall victim to the trap, laid by insurance companies. And I hate that my mom is like wallowing and trying to figure out all this stuff. I will be doing it soon. I don't understand any of it. I don't understand insurance stuff. I always have to ask Miriam and Mop, because I
do have a leg up because I did benefits for a long time in HR, but still it's confusing.
She worked in HR. It's the only reason I always ask her, like, what does this mean? What does that mean? So many people don't understand. And that's why we love Chapter, because they work for you. They're not sales agents. They're just really honest, good advisors, and they will compare and recommend every Medicare plan and find the right fit for you. And it's free. You just call them. They will answer all your questions in plain English, and they will do that for you. And they will save an average of $1,100 a year on healthcare costs for you. So it's free. There's no pressure. It's just a really great service. It's common sense. So if you're on Medicare, you're going to be there soon, just call them at 442-3-CHICKS. They will review all your options in under 20 minutes. Call them today, 442-3-CHICKS.
Do it. All right. In other election news, going back to Texas, we played a couple clips and showed some old screenshots of things that Talarico has said. Man, it is every clip I see, I'm just like, I thought that he had reached the level of crazy that with which I could no longer put. But he keeps climbing, you guys. He keeps doing the things and saying the crazy things. Here he is with a new name. I thought we'd kind of tapped out on different phrases to replace the word woman, but he has a whole new name for women. Here's how he describes them.
This summer, more than half our population became second-class citizens. Every one of our neighbors with a uterus became the property of the state.
Oh my God.
And nothing is more unchristian than that.
Really? Is nothing more unchristian than that? This guy.
Neighbors with uteruses.
This guy is such a snake.
Oh my God.
And he doesn't believe in borders. I mean, he thinks everybody should just skip right over the border. He is dangerous, this guy.
Yeah.
And
he looks so big. He's so frishy. You know what I mean?
He is very, he is Bob's Burgers.
Big boy.
Big boy. That is. Yeah. And he uses God, which really it's despicable in every way. He gets up there and he preaches, and people think that he is like some man of God. He is the antithesis of that.
Yep. And he also has a problem with the American flag, of all things.
I often think when reclaiming symbols, I think about the American flag. I think the Confederate flag is a symbol of treason and terrorism, but the American flag is such a complicated symbol for most of us. And in many ways, like Jesus, like the cross, it's been co-opted and in some ways its true meaning has been betrayed.
He cannot be senator. He can't.
No.
Texas, don't.
Yeah, it's terrifying, you guys. This is the kind of guy, terrifying. Yeah, it's demonic.
Completely. And here's an interesting thing going on election-wise in California. So we know that there's this governor's race and that they do a runoff system too. And right now, the top two candidates that are polling the best are both Republicans. So there is a possibility that there is no Democrat on the ballot in November for the governor of California, which would be truly amazing.
Oh my God.
So you're going to see a news report about what's happening. Uh-oh, my mouse is dying. One moment, please. Hang on. Let me switch.
Oh my God, switch it.
That would be bad. Let me make sure it picks up. Oh God, it's not picking up. Okay, hang on. I have a third option. One moment. Okay, we're good.
I hate it when Mac mice die. I hate that.
I know, because they don't give you any notice. It's just like all of a sudden you're like, you're running out. Okay, so anyway, if that happens, there's no option. Like you're going to have a Republican California governor, that would be amazing. Okay,
it would be.
Now you're going to see a news report about what is happening with the DNC. The DNC is now saying to all the Democrats who are trying to run for governor, somebody's got to get out. Like there's too much spread, and now that's what's causing the top two to be Republicans. So we got to get rid of some people. I don't know who they're going to tell to get out exactly, but this is the plan. The news report you're going to see makes an error in their chart that shows who's on the top. They completely forget about what's his name? Bianco, I think, or Blanco. Anyway, we'll have a screenshot that shows the actual top 5 or top 6. But here's the news report about what's happening.
Win, get out. That's the very direct message from the chair of California's Democratic Party to the half a dozen high-profile Democrats that are running for governor. The June primaries are fast approaching, and the field remains very crowded. Here's a look at the latest polling from February. You can see the top 2 Republican candidates are polling around the same numbers as the top 3 Democrats. And the Democratic Party's worried all those other candidates polling at a combined 30 points could clear the way for a Republican victory for the first time since 2006. Robert Honda joins us live after talking to the party's chair. Robert, what's he saying tonight?
Well, what he said probably shook up quite a few campaigns, but the party chief says it's simple math. Too many Democrats could splinter the primary vote and help Republicans gain a top spot in the general election.
So this is, I don't think they're being accurate, because they don't, they show, I think Swalwell or Katie, one of the two, in second place. And that's not right. All the other polls, and I checked this with Grok yesterday, but like they look at a whole bunch of polls. It is showing Steve Hilton and Chad Bianco at the top.
Yeah.
Which that's amazing, you guys. It's so juicy.
Oh my gosh, it is. And he was just like the wild horse, right? He came in and he's just like, I'm gonna do this. And look at him go.
I know.
I love it.
It's so exciting. So exciting.
It is.
Okay, so that is what's happening there. And then speaking of California, Gavin Newsom was on Katie Couric's podcast.
She has a podcast, really?
She does.
I did not know that. Okay.
She's basically doing the thing that liberal women do, which is to fawn over how good looking he is.
Oh my God.
That is a thing that happened. Behold.
Do you have a Zoolander problem?
No, Jesus. Yeah, Zoolander.
Are you just ridiculously good looking, as Vogue said?
Hardly.
No, seriously, what do you do about that?
You don't do anything about it, because if you're going to do something about it, then you're bullshitting people. You know what? I am who I am. And it's fine. You don't have to like me. Or maybe you like a slick person. I don't know. Whatever. It's okay.
But the reason why I brought it up because you talked about being authentic.
Yeah.
And I think it sometimes works against you.
Yeah. It's just who I am. It's just who I am.
He just can't help how good looking he is, you guys. You can't help it. It is who he is.
So he actually did have a Zoolander moment. I can't help how ridiculously good looking I am. He's not, though. Like, he's not attractive.
Some people think he is.
Liberal women think that he is.
Right.
I don't know a single conservative woman that thinks that douchebag, that greasy douchebag, is at all good looking. I think that there's a difference. Like, he is not an alpha. He's not.
No. Oh my gosh. No, he's not an alpha.
No, I think that there is a difference between what we're attracted to and what Democrat women are attracted to. And we're not attracted to that.
Nope. Thank you.
Vital.
But no.
Like, I find him to be so repulsive in every way. That's
He's
why I was like, the whole time
absolutely
I was like, what is she talking about?
It cracked me up that he referred to himself as slick. You know what I mean? Because that's a word that I would absolutely use. He is very slick, and people fall for his bullcrap. But I mean, he's good at it for sure. Meanwhile, more good news. I know we mentioned, I think it was Batya Ungar-Sargon, who was like very reassuring yesterday, saying, listen, don't believe that the GOP as a whole has turned against Trump, because the vast majority of MAGA folks are still super, super in approval of everything that he's doing. And Harry Enton, the data geek, also said similar things yesterday. Here he is.
Republicans love Donald Trump more than any president's own party supporters loved him at this particular point. Just take a look here. Okay, own party supporters, 21st century presidents, own party approval, about at this point in the second term. Bush was at 77%. Obama was at 77%. Look at this. 86% of Republicans approve of the job that Donald Trump is doing at this point. That is higher than either Obama or Bush had within their own party at this point. Trump's magic touch has not seen the war off yet.
Well, that negates all the people who are like, you have regrets? You guys are having regrets now, don't you? No, I have no regrets. He's doing everything that I asked him to do. So bugger off.
The question is, so there's, I guess that means, if I'm doing the math right, 14% of the GOP is unhappy with Trump, which I guess would include all of the Tucker weirdos and the Fuentes weirdos or whatever. The question is that 14% important enough in a general, you know what I mean, that it will impact midterms? Is it going to impact 2028? I don't know. We got to see. But that's...
Yeah, I don't know either, because are there still independents out there? Are there? There always are. I don't understand them.
Amazingly, I know.
I don't understand those people, but they show up in our comment section. So there are still some independents out there who are like, I don't know. So yeah, perhaps I think we'll be okay.
We'll see. He did set some tempers flaring yesterday with a tweet, a 5-point tweet describing important things to him about the SAVE Act and other things. And people were like, whoa, what the hell is going on with number 5? Because he said, no transgender mutilation surgery for children without the express written approval of the parents.
Yeah. Oh my
God.
God.
And everybody was like, what are you saying?
And he gave fodder to people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who like
totally
lost her freaking mind you
Yeah,
know,
she
and
did.
but then he,
But I did too. Honestly, like I was like, why would he say that?
I mean, a lot of people did. Yeah, of course.
And then very quickly, he must have heard that did not go over well because he deleted that tweet. And I know there's rumors that that this is fake. It is not. It is on web archives from his Truth Social account. He absolutely did tweet this at first, but then he took it down and replaced it with a sentence that simply said, no transgender mutilation surgery for children, full stop. And so I don't know what that was about. I don't know if somebody got a hold of his Twitter and tweeted that out on his behalf. I don't know, but I was very, very glad to see him correct it because damn. You know?
It makes, and I often wonder, is it him tweeting that or is it a staff member? Because listen, we know that he does tweet a lot. He, truths a lot. He does that on his own a lot, but he also has a staff doing that too. So maybe somebody just made a mistake. Sometimes people do that.
I don't know. I'm just very glad he corrected it because damn.
Me too. Right.
Also, yesterday we reported on a headline that said that the DOJ was stopping their investigation into the Autopen, but now there is a little bit of pushback from Harmeet, from what's her name, Judge Janine. So now they're saying the DOJ is signaling it's still digging into the Biden Autopen use, despite reports that the probe has fizzled. So maybe it's not as over as it sounded yesterday. So we'll see about that.
It's just I really hope not.
I know. Also, a bunch of stuff happened in terms of voting yesterday that we want to just run through really quickly. Thomas Massie's War Powers resolution failed because 4 Democrats joined all but 2 Republicans in voting against the measure. So Massie's resolution, keep in mind, was co-sponsored by the Squad plus Ro Khanna, in case you were wondering where Thomas Massie's ideology falls alongside of now.
We all know
that's where it falls.
Yeah.
And then interestingly, one of the people proudest about her no vote on this measure was Tammy Baldwin, Senator Tammy Baldwin. So just to show you quickly what she said 2 years ago, only 2 years ago, here is what she tweeted. She said, "My heart hurts for the families and loved ones of the service members killed and injured in Jordan. These Iran-backed attacks cannot go unanswered, and we must hold those responsible fully accountable. The assaults on our troops and allies are totally unacceptable and must stop." Fast forward to yesterday, and she said, "I just voted to stop the war in Iran."
Unbelievable. Yeah. So they can't go unanswered. What do you want? You want to send them a letter, Tammy? You want to just send like a firmly worded letter? God.
Just what a bunch of clowns these people
are. They really are, aren't they? And they forget that we can see the internet from 2 years ago, Tammy. Yeah, hello.
In other votes, the House voted, thankfully, to fund DHS through September 30th. 4 Democrats joined, which was, I'm grateful to them. Don Davis, Representative Cuellar, Golden, and Glusenkamp Perez, they all said, yeah, we should probably go ahead and keep our country safe.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's our number one
so
job.
that's good news.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it has to go to the Senate. The Senate is still arguing about it, but it is expected that we'll get that funding done, which is great. There were, in another vote, this is completely unbelievable, 53 Democrats just voted against reaffirming that the Islamic Republic of Iran remains the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism. This is something that state departments of both parties have declared since 1984. And yet all of a sudden, because Trump is actually fighting back against the regime, now 53 Democrats don't see Iran as a state sponsor of terrorism.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
Like TDS is really that. I cannot believe that this is happening.
I know. It's amazing.
Would it happen if it were under Obama? No, it wouldn't.
No, it used to be unanimous. I think there was one holdout. I don't even know who it was from years past, but this has been a unanimous
Of course
thing
it was.
every other year.
Of course it's unanimous, but because Trump is in charge, they cannot say this.
Yep.
I mean, the sky is blue. No, it's not. No, this guy's not. No, it's
Isn't
not.
it amazing?
It is remarkable how
Yeah.
decaying TDS is. Unbelievable.
I know.
My God.
It's like, to me, that's the kind of stuff that signals the end times. You know what I mean? When
Right.
people just get
Yes.
this crazy. And it's what makes me want to be prepared for disasters more than ever before, you guys. And that's why we have ReadyWise as an
Brilliant.
emergency food supply.
Look at this one. Okay, so this one I got is lasagna with sausage and then dehydrated apples.
Is that one of those self-heating
Yeah,
ones?
it's a self-heating one. I got another one.
Yeah.
Too. This one, I think this one's even better. It's pasta Alfredo with chicken.
Ah,
And
yeah.
then more dehydrated apples. I know you like the banana chips. That's like
I
your
do.
favorite.
I love dehydrated fruit.
I know. She eats it before like Armageddon actually happens.
I know.
They're gone, you guys. There are no bananas.
That's why I don't have any to show you, because I've already eaten all the
Right, they're gone. We have buckets out in our little storm shelter too. We have like the big buckets. There's
Mhm.
120 serving emergency food supply. It has a bunch of stuff in it. So you don't have like, food fatigue is something if the crap hits the fan, which is really nice. You get like a bunch of stuff in it. They have great fruit and vegetable buckets. It has freeze-dried broccoli, corn, strawberries, all sorts of stuff, which is great because, I mean, you can't garden in the end times. Hello. I mean, you could, but you really probably don't want to do that. And then they have tons and tons of kits that are curated to meet your caloric needs for a few days. Like if you just need something for a few days, or if you need something for a few months. So ReadyWise is awesome. Love them. Absolutely love them. Go to readywise.com today. Use code CHICKS10 for 10% off, even on sale items. They got a bunch of stuff on sale too. So keep your family covered through all sorts of spring stuff. You never know what's going to happen, you guys. It could just be like a storm, or like Mock said, the end of the world. You don't know.
Or maybe you just you need camping stuff. I know they've got like some camping items as well.
Tons of stuff. Readywise.com, code CHICKS10. Do it.
Do it. All right, let's give an update about what's going on with the Iranian strikes and all of the hullabaloo that's happening there. I saw one tweet that was of concern that said that Central Command is now saying internally that this war against Iran is likely to last through September. I hope that this is a rumor and not actually true, because I don't think America will have the stomach for that, especially because it's been positioned as like we're ahead of schedule. We thought this would take 4 weeks, but we're ahead of schedule. So I didn't like this. I don't know if it's true, but I didn't like it. And I just wanted to share it because I don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, I have mixed feelings about it. Because I feel like if we can completely destroy them and get another regime in there, that I say regime, get another government in there that is one that is helpful to us, then that's actually not that long.
For sure, as long as it takes is how long it takes.
Right.
But also, I don't want it to take this long. You know?
I totally hear you. I do.
And you never can trust anything that representatives from Iran say, because they're well-trained in propaganda. Their foreign minister was on a news show saying, we're doing great. Everything's going really well. We're super ready for any eventuality.
Boots on the ground in Iran. Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
You are waiting for the U.S. military to invade the ground troops?
Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
So you're saying that Iran is ready and willing to take on the U.S. military if there were to be ground troops?
Well, we were ready for this war even more than the previous war. So you can see, the quality of our missiles, how much they are upgraded after the last war, because we learned lots of lessons. And we are prepared for any other eventuality, even, a ground invasion.
Are your allies Russia and China helping you?
Well, they are supporting us politically and otherwise.
Okay. Pete Hegseth had a very different outlook on how things are going, which we'll get to, but okay.
All right. That guy seems overly confident. Meanwhile, like they have, like all of his friends will have a meeting and then like that they're bombed. You know?
Right. Yeah. How are your friends doing, Foreign Minister? How's that going?
They're all dead. They're all dead.
In other war news, China ordered all of its largest oil refineries to suspend any exports of diesel and gasoline. This was big, big, big news. And obviously there's a huge shakeup when it comes to oil and prices of oil. We will feel this. It's going to be very difficult not to feel this as gas prices rise because of oil prices going up. And so just brace yourselves for some temporary disruption in those prices. In other parts, other like arms of this war, Azerbaijan confirmed that 4 Iranian Islamist terror regime suicide drones targeted a school and other civilian infrastructure. I expect we're going to see more of that because now Iran, they've literally attacked everybody. And so now they're just like, we got to make it look like the US is making kids die. You know what I mean? That's the whole goal.
And meanwhile, Democrats are like, no, they're not the largest sponsor of terror. No, they're fine. They're great.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
We really like them. We're Democrats. We like them.
In good news, Lebanon has decided to ban all IRGC activity in their country. They are vowing to arrest any guard members. So they have had it. And then meanwhile, in the UK, Keir Starmer gave a speech yesterday trying to rationalize why initially they weren't helping with anything at all, but now they are. And here is how he justifies that.
Here we go. Yeah.
The long-standing British position is that the best way forward for the regime and the world is a negotiated settlement with Iran where they give up their nuclear ambitions.
Just say no.
Now, that's why I took the decision that the UK would not join the initial strikes on Iran by the US and Israel. Now, that decision was deliberate. It was in the national interest, and I stand by it. But when Iran started attacking countries around the Gulf and the wider region, the situation changed. Iran has now fired drones and missiles at 10 countries that did not attack them.
Actually, it's 12, and here is the list. So Keir is fine, I guess, with the threat of Iran attacking Israel and the United States, but you mess with these other Gulf countries and it's on.
Yeah. I really the reason he didn't do it in the first place is because of his tiny mouse balls. That's why. It had nothing to do with anything other than that. Because they're teeny, teeny. You just take them in a little jar, teeny mouse balls.
Mouse balls. I'm hoping that this means we're going to see less or fewer, I guess is the right term, fewer bots. Perhaps fewer supporters of Tucker and Candace, because Israel claimed yesterday that it knocked out Iran's cyber warfare headquarters. So hopefully that includes a lot of bot farms. I'm hoping. We'll see.
That'll be, let's see.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And then at the BBC, one of their radio programs, they take callers, and there was a caller, an idiot caller, who called into this this news host and said, I support Iran. And this host just dragged him, and it was glorious. Please enjoy.
I support Iran. It's being oppressed by America for decades.
Sorry, Dave, when you say Iran, you mean you support the regime or you support the people of Iran? Because they're very different things.
I support the regime as well. I think
you support the Iranian regime that in the last month alone or so has massacred 30,000 of its own people who dared to protest against it.
Well, it's not quite as simple as that. Granted, they have massacred.
It is very simple, David. I mean, go on. How are you going to defend the massacre of innocent civilians? Go on. I'd love to hear this.
Sanctions, of course, civil unrest. If the same thing had happened in Britain, you'd get the same result.
Oh, David, don't talk utter nonsense. That's an embarrassing thing to say on national radio. If people went out and protested against the government in this country, Keir Starmer would not send the army in to shoot them dead where they stood. Don't be ridiculous.
They would have, you had saboteurs from Israel going into Iraq.
David, you're embarrassing yourself. If you think that the UK government responds to dissent and disagreement in the same way as the Iranian regime, then I'm afraid you are being utterly absurd and deeply offensive. 30,000 people are dead, man.
3 million Iranians attended Ayatollah's funeral.
How do you look at yourself in the mirror, David?
I can see somebody's...
And what do you see? What do you see when you listen to yourself defending the murder of 30,000 innocent people by the Iranian regime?
I don't defend it. I think it's caused by sanctions.
You think it's right? You think the West has forced Iran to go out and machine gun people in the streets?
Yes, I think it has. I think it has.
You're a disgrace, David.
Oh
We'll leave that one
God.
there. David, please don't call this show again.
Please don't call us ever again.
That was such a British way to handle him. You're a disgrace.
Right?
Please don't call the show again.
You
Like,
are utterly absurd.
Yeah,
You and I on the radio would have been like,
You're a
retarded.
This is why we can't do that. We can't take callers. Seriously. You're a dick, David. God.
Oh my God. We are
God.
not proper
No.
at all.
He's like, you're utterly absurd.
I have a feeling that Elizabeth Hasselbeck is not going to be invited back to host another week.
They will
on The
never
View.
have her back ever because she has literally smacked down all of those
Oh
women.
my God. It's been amazing.
I mean,
Absolutely amazing.
she has made Notre Dame regret giving Sunny Hostin a law degree. They're like, oh shit, we gave
real.
her a degree. Oh my God, why did we do that? It's embarrassing how much she smacked all the
It
women
is.
down.
And you know, she used to be on the show. So she is fearless when it comes to how to handle these bitches.
Yeah.
And she put Sunny to shame yesterday.
So great.
Sunny, of course, is convinced that this is an illegal strike and she is sticking to that. And here is what Elizabeth had to say to her.
I want to ask you why you keep calling this like an undocumented attack, that you don't agree with the war and illegal.
Unconstitutional
So did you believe it was illegal in April of 2011 when the Office of Legal Counsel memo stated from President Obama that the president has constitutional authority to direct the use of military force in Libya because he could reasonably determine that such use of force was in the national interest prior congressional approval was not constitutionally required to use military force in these operations? Where were you then complaining?
I agree. Well, I wasn't on the show then.
No, but personally, would you have stood against that?
I was at home complaining. No, I wasn't complaining because the Office of Legal Counsel was involved. And the Office of Legal Counsel...
This came after.
But the Office of Legal Counsel is the office in the Department of Justice, because I worked at the Department of Justice, that reviews these things and makes legal determinations. This president doesn't go through the Office of Legal Counsel. This president does not go to Congress. Congress has the power to to approve wars. This Congress has the power of the purse. This president is acting more like a king than anything else. He is the commander. He's the commander in chief, but he is not a king. And so I think that this should have gone through Congress. I think that the American embassies should have been notified so that American citizens in the Middle East would have been able to get to safety. I don't think that this was done appropriately. I maintain that this is illegal and unconstitutional.
Do you like the result? Do you like the result?
No, I don't.
So you would rather the regime head and the 40, 18 leaders be in place?
This is going to be a longer conversation. Since this is going to be a longer conversation, we're going to take a break.
Oh, I bet you are. I bet you're going to take a break. I bet you are, Whoopi. Yeah. It happens quite a bit. We got to go to break. Oh, God.
Oh my gosh. That was amazing. And then unexpectedly, Sarah Haynes took Elizabeth's side. And Sunny is much less combative, obviously, with Sarah Haynes, because most of the time they're aligned. So this was not expected at all.
Just a few things in regard to what Sunny's saying about it being an illegal war. Every modern president since Reagan has done this in attacks from Syria, Libya, Bosnia, Panama. So it happens continually to give it context. The other thing is the travel.
What does?
Congress has ceded this power a long time ago. And I have a lot of criticisms on Congress, and this is one of them. If you want to be part of the conversation, don't hand your power over to the presidents, which they have done. Two, the travel policy. I wanted to look this up because there are a lot of Americans stranded. It ends up since the 70s that the government has put countries on certain warning labels like beware, but also it is not the government's responsibility. They won't have the capacity to bring everyone back. They've changed that because that number was not, they had a number you were supposed to call that.
Yeah, the numbers.
That was different.
Yeah.
But then the last thing is, the other day I talked about how whereas administrations change and it's always political, I trust often the generals in the military.
That's amazing.
74 retired U.S. generals and admirals came out endorsing this operation and saying that since its inception 47 years ago, they have been, this regime has endangered the lives of U.S. troops, diplomats, civilians across the Middle East and here at home. Death to America, death to Israel is a chant they have used over and over. I trust that these career military generals, you can't become a general if you haven't served your whole time. These career generals have seen stuff we have not seen. And the fact that they're coming out to say, you guys, this needed to happen, I do trust that.
I have a question.
Amazing.
Yeah. And right. It is amazing. And she's right. We should trust that. She's absolutely right. I can't believe I'm saying that she's right.
I know. Like, I just can't.
Weird.
I could not believe that was her take. I was so pleasantly surprised by that. Amazing.
Yep. And you're right. She'll never be allowed back on that show again. But the thing is, she was the last real conservative that ever was on that show. And then since then, that show has just gone off the freaking rails to the left.
Yep.
Been a nightmare.
Absolutely. Trump is, according to Axios, Trump, he had an interview with them on Thursday, and he wants to be personally involved in helping choose Iran's new leader. Because, the latest report was that it was going to be Khamenei's son. He said they're wasting their time. Khamenei's son is a lightweight. I have to be involved in the appointment, like with Delcy Rodriguez in Venezuela, which of course is going very, very well. And he said, Khamenei's son is unacceptable to me. We want someone that will bring harmony and peace to Iran. I don't think that's a big ask, especially if we're spending all this time and treasure and people to remove the regime. We're certainly not going to want to replace it with the exact same thing.
Totally. That was his biggest fear.
I have no problem.
What he said. That's what he said is the biggest fear. Listen, we went in there. We're the ones with the balls and the backbone. Like, why not let him have a say in that?
Yeah. Absolutely. And there's still, people that are convinced that like Bibi forced his hand or whatever, that this is an Israel-led war. Give me a freaking break with that already. You know what I mean? Like it's so tired. And so just another reminder that Trump has always said these things. Back in September of 2013, he said, while everyone is waiting and prepared for us to attack Syria, maybe we should knock the hell out of Iran and their nuclear capabilities.
Right. 2013. Israel really forced him into this. Okay.
Right. Such a dumbass argument.
It is.
So
it is.
stupid.
No, it's an anti-Semitic one. It's a you can only see through one lens. One is what it is, and we see you. My God.
We see you. Yeah, we see you. So Trump also made some remarks about just giving an update about the strikes, and here is a little bit of what he said yesterday afternoon.
But we have the greatest military anywhere in the world. Their Navy is gone. 24 ships in 3 days. That's a lot of ships. Their anti-aircraft weapons are gone. So they have no Air Force. They have no air defense. All of their airplanes are gone. Their communications are gone. Missiles are gone. Launches are gone. About 60% and 64% respectively. Other than that, they're doing quite well. I said, what's left? But they're tough and they want to fight. And they're calling, they're saying, how do we make a deal? I said, you're being a little bit late. And we want to fight now more than they do.
I love that. Other than that, they're doing great.
They're doing great. They're doing great.
So good. And then, of course, the ultimate badass, Pete Hegseth, also held a presser along with Admiral Cooper for the Navy to give an update. And just both of them, just like, I don't know how you watch them and don't get filled with just pride in country and just like this surge of patriotism, because it's just so badass. You know what I mean? Like the way that he even runs the presser is badass. He says, we have only just begun.
Stockpiles of defensive and offensive weapons allow us to sustain this campaign as long as we need to. Again, our munition status only increases as our advantage increases. Our capabilities, we have only just begun to fight and fight decisively. Having a chance to hear from Admiral Cooper. If you think you've seen something, just wait. The amount of combat power that's still flowing, that's still coming, that we'll be able to project over Iran is a multiples of what it currently is right now when you add up our capabilities and those of the Israeli Defense Force.
I love it.
I love that.
I know, right?
I love it so much.
Man, we got men back in charge.
Absolutely. And Admiral Cooper is one of them, and he also gave an update. Here's just a tiny piece.
Then if I just look back over the last 24 hours of the operation compared to where we were at start, ballistic missile attacks have decreased by 90% since day one. Drone attacks have decreased by 83% since day one. Having said this, we remain vigilant. Our strikes against the Iranian Navy have intensified. You may have heard the president say just a little while ago that we have sunk or destroyed 24 ships. That was true at the moment. We're now up over 30 ships. And in just the last few hours, we hit an Iranian drone carrier ship, roughly the size of a World War II aircraft carrier. And as we speak, it's on fire.
Oh, my God. And you know, these guys live for this stuff.
Oh, my God.
So they
love it.
Right? This is their life. They love this.
Mm-hmm. It's just, America.
F yeah.
There's a great little skit. I don't know who this person is, but they pointed at, they highlighted.
We'll say highlighted.
Okay. They highlighted the absolute hypocrisy that is on display big time right now between all those people that like were in the streets protesting on behalf of the poor Palestinians. All those poor Palestinians are being genocided, and then comparing it to all of the innocent Iranians who were taken out by their own government. I thought this was just absolutely perfect and wanted to share.
40,000 people were killed in Gaza. Children, women. I'm watching devastating videos on TikTok. I know exactly what's going on.
I mean, maybe 40,000 people died in Iran, on the other side of the world. In conflict we don't know much about. Saw some videos, but we don't really know what is happening.
Why does nobody care? This is America. This is our responsibility to stop this.
We're in America. This is not our responsibility.
Where is your humanity?
He just wants to get the oil.
Where is your compassion?
It's all about the Epstein files.
It's all about the Jews.
It's all about the Jews.
Totally. It's so true. It's so true.
Right?
So much silence.
All about the Jews.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. All right. We are going to get, I know people get real mad about Candace, Tucker, Megyn, but we have to talk about them. And there's a lot to get to about all of the bad players that are currently still commanding gigantic audiences. We have a little bit to share on each of them. Was it a clip or a screenshot? I can't remember now, but Jonathan Karl had he immediately sought out Tucker to get his take on the Iranian strikes, and Tucker called them disgusting and evil. And so Jonathan Karl then went to Trump to tell him, here's what Tucker said about your strikes. You know, what do you have to say in response? And Trump said, Tucker has lost his way. I knew that a long time ago, and he's not MAGA. MAGA is saving our country. MAGA is making our country great again. MAGA is America first, and Tucker is none of those things. And Tucker is really not smart enough to understand that.
Yeah. It's
like, oh,
Isn't there a Tucker relative in JD Vance's?
Yeah, the younger Buckley.
Yeah.
It's his son.
It's Tucker's son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he works for JD
Vance. That's a problem.
It is a problem. And I don't think it's going to be one that Vance can ignore for much longer.
Right.
But so far, he is still ignoring it.
That's a problem.
But I can tell you whose side Marjorie Taylor Greene is on, and she made no secret about that yesterday when she tweeted, I support Tucker.
So what?
Trump doesn't even know what MAGA is anymore and turned it into MEGA. Trump is not America first. He's donor first. Tucker would beat Trump if he ran for president.
What?
And Trump tried to violate the Constitution and tried to run again for a third term. Like every last thing in this tweet is wrong. Every last thing.
I mean, why is anybody even listening to her anymore? She's a quitter.
She's a big quitter. Yeah.
You quit. You don't represent anybody anymore. Bye.
Bye.
What does she even do now? What does she do? CrossFit?
She is an influencer.
Really? How?
Just by virtue of the fact that she has so many millions of followers.
I mean, I'm not influenced by her. Are you?
Not at all. This is one of the dumbest things she's ever tweeted. Donor first, Trump? He's got plenty of his own money. He doesn't even take a salary.
He doesn't take a salary. I cannot believe this. What a bunch of garbage.
I know. So then Tucker's response to the criticism from Trump was very tepid. He simply said, I'll always love Trump no matter what he says about me. I just think a war with Iran is deeply unwise. So that's what Tucker said.
He should probably tell Marjorie Taylor Greene that.
That she needs to calm down.
Yeah. Tell his lemming that she does. Yep.
Candace is crazy. I know that's nothing new. And yesterday, I think it was, we showed that tweet where she told Bibi that he's personally responsible for 3,000 people dying on 9/11, which is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like it does not get crazy. Well, it does get crazier because she always outdoes herself. But Hillel Fold retweeted her saying she needs to be sued for this, period. She cannot just spew this poisonous nonsense without any consequences. And her response to him, like, this is why we refused to debate her when she invited us on her show. It's because of this bullshit right here. She said, you'll always know a Khazarian because money is their first instinct.
Oh my God.
They are originally from Phrygia, Anatolia. This stuff really goes back to King Midas and Cybele. Gold is their pagan history. What the actual F is
she's
she talking
married
about?
to a baron, a gay baron. It was a business deal, and she's lecturing us on being like gold diggers. She's daring to lecture other people on that. Like, you were in love with Charlie Kirk. You don't even love your husband, dare I say? Honestly, like, let's just get real. Like, it's obvious. All you talk about is Charlie. Joink, joink.
Oh my God!
I will not be ignored, Dan. Like, it's outrageous. The stuff that she pulls out of her butt area. I know. Sometimes people just need to be sued. Sometimes they just need to be sued.
Yeah. And there's a whole lot of people that easily could sue her right now and probably will once the Tyler Robinson trial is over. But Hillel responded and was like, can anyone tell me in English what this lunatic just wrote? Literally, what language is she even speaking? She has really lost it. And she's piggybacking now onto a whole show that Tucker did about Chabad Jews. And it's just pure nonsense what he said. But of course she glommed on. And so she tweeted this whole Chabad tweet saying, remember, they are digging, meaning the Jews, remember, they are digging tunnels in New York and in cities all across America. They're taking over entire towns in New Jersey. You should absolutely be aware of where the Chabad is nearest your home. These people are dangerous.
Oh my
They are
God.
a radical sect of mystic occultists that follow the idea of a war messiah, and they harm kids if the work of Jeffrey Masson is to be believed, who worked under Anna Freud as the assistant director of the Sigmund Freud archives. Again, 40 of them were on a group chat while Chaim Braverman tried to organize my murder for me merely discussing their viewpoints. She thinks that if the Jews wanted her dead, that they're somehow incapable of doing it. Meanwhile, they're killing everybody in Iran.
You didn't read the final. It isn't your local mosque you need to fear, she said.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That was
you
covered.
didn't read the final point there. Yeah, she has lost her mind is gone. We're watching.
This is the rot that Charlie himself talked about.
Right.
This is the brain rot.
This is why he distanced himself from her. Is because he was like, she cray.
Correct.
I mean, you guys look at that. You cannot tell me that is a sane person.
No, it is not. And there was a great reply I want you to read from AP that just is spot on if you want to read this.
There is no way on earth someone can claim they support American Jews and look at this post and say, there is no spinning this into it's about the Israel thing. She is referencing that Portuguese-American Tyler guy who harassed one of the most anti-Israel communities in the world, Kiris Joel, and claims we are taking over towns. You can stay silent. I don't care. I have zero respect for anyone by now and expect absolutely no one to show moral courage at this point. The point is everyone does what is good for them in their pocket and never shows up when it matters. You might think this is only targeting Jews, so it's not your business. However, what this is doing is poisoning the minds of millions of Americans to hate their ordinary Jewish neighbors. And that is a path no country in history has survived. And
100%.
150%. I mean,
That's why we got to keep talking about it.
Remember, they are digging tunnels in New York and in cities all across America. I'm sorry, WTF? What is
she just sounds so paranoid and like insane on every level.
Somebody check on her children.
Oh, this is the perfect segue.
Good
because
Lord.
She now in her episode yesterday, she's still talking about Erica. It's all she can think about. Mm-hmm. And now she's being critical of Erica's mothering. And this is the most psychotic I have heard her yet. And I know that's saying something, but somebody or multiple people continue to leak private meeting audio
who
to
are these
Candace
people?
from TPUSA,
This
and
is
it's
the
pissing
thing.
me off.
Right, me too, Mock. I mean, that's like when I saw this yesterday, I was like, who is the person? Somebody needs to find out who this person is, and that person needs to be punched in the face.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. And the crazy thing about this particular excerpt that you're about to hear is of Erica talking to the whole TPUSA team. And it makes her sound amazing, frankly. Like, it makes her sound kind and Christ-hearted and like really decent, which we all know she is.
Right.
And so the way that she mischaracterizes what we are all hearing as she's playing it is just showing how insane she has become. I think Erica sounds amazing in this clip. Take a listen.
But I wanted to do that for a multitude of reasons. One being, I want to say something very personal and say thank you to each and every one of you. I bring my babies to the office 9 times out of 10, and a lot of you have interacted with them, and it's very sweet to me, and it's very precious to them, because then they know you guys by name, and they'll come to me and they'll say, did you know that so-and-so gave me a stuffy or something like that? Thank you. My kids are my world, and I love bringing them here because they get to see what their father built and what you guys all continue building. So that personally means a lot to me. I just want to say thank you for that. Also, I'm going to be doing something kind of like a lunch with your department style thing, because it is on my heart so badly. I would love to sit down with each and every one of you individually. I want to know your name, your face, like be able to pray for you guys and really just know you. And so since I can't do individually just yet, because that would be a long day and time and month and year to do that, I'm going to be conjoining it through departments so we can make them very small and intimate, maybe 3 people at a time, and have lunch with you guys just to hear your heart and hear your stories about Charlie. To be honest with you, that would be amazing, and your memories with him. So that was one thing on my heart, why I wanted to also just bring you guys all together.
Okay, so the people watching your kids, you should already know your names. You should already know their names. If you're saying in this first half, thank you for watching my kids, what should not follow is saying, I look forward to learning your names. I just feel that if they're watching your kids and the kids are coming home and saying so-and-so did this, that's not the first time you should be hearing so-and-so's name. So this is supposed to
it's the dumbest. It's just so dumb.
Like she's reaching at this point. She's reaching for content. Like she is running out of content at this point.
As if Erica just let her kids, like toddlers, just run around without any supervision.
Right.
Erica has a zillion people that she's close to. The leadership team at TPUSA is very, very close to her, was very, very close to Charlie and his kids. I'm sure some of them just like walk their kids around and go meet people. This is not a nefarious, she just let them out randomly with strangers. What the hell is wrong with this psycho?
Meanwhile, Candace probably has 14 nannies and they are stuck at her house and she never sees her children. Ever. I think it's brilliant. I think it's wonderful that she brings those kids into TPUSA and then they get to see what their dad built. I think it's lovely. When I thought, wow, what a neat thing. What a wonderful thing for those kids. She is so evil. She's evil, but on top of that, she is so, because man, jealousy is something. It'll eat you alive. But she is so jealous of Erica because she will never be Erica. Nope. She's so jealous of everything that they built, that Charlie built, and that he was going to be building with Erica. She wanted so badly to be Erica. She will never be her. She'll never be Christ-like like her. And I think that is why she's so awful.
Well, and it explains why she can't understand that Erica is genuinely good. Like to her, that's suspicious because she is not genuinely good. So she can't believe that anyone else could be either.
Totally.
And it gets even worse, you guys, because now she is implying that that Erica had a hand in Charlie's murder, essentially because she wanted to take his job.
She had to find a job and it happened to be her husband's.
Oh my God.
Okay. I fully agree that this person, this human, wanted power and she seized it. That's why she didn't even flinch. She didn't even wait a week before she was in that office doing sit-down interviews at her home with the New York Times. She didn't even wait a week to pretend that she was grieving. She was back in the office.
Yeah. And I heard her say something about how she wanted the money too.
That's next, because I wanted everybody to hear that and just think about how utterly stupid it is to even draw that conclusion when Erica could have simply enjoyed the fruits of Charlie's labor for their entire lives.
Yeah, Charlie
without actually having to work.
Right. I mean, as morbid as it sounds, she would have had way more money if Charlie was still alive. Of
course.
I hate to even spin that theory, but it's true. And if she really were thinking about the money, she would have made way more money over his entire lifetime had he been alive. He was going to be president. I am absolutely convinced of it. That guy would have been president. He would have had so much success in politics and they would have had gobs and gobs of money if he were alive. So that is the most ridiculous theory. Ridiculous.
I know. It's insane. It's absolutely insane, which is par for the course, right?
Yeah.
And did you notice that she did that thing again where she makes one syllable words 2 syllables for no reason? Where she'll be like, weeka or office, wise. I hate the way she does that. It's so freaking annoying. So so the insurance. So not in addition to her saying that Erica wanted Charlie's job, now she's speculating that Erica had something to do with his murder because she wanted the insurance money payout.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
As she says, and this is what really frustrates me, she calls herself the sole provider. Okay. It frustrates me because what it truly does is it discounts who Charlie was, how genius he was, how financially savvy he was. Like she's trying to relate, like she's just like a single mom and working a 9-to-5, working at a restaurant, trying to make ends meet for her children, and the father's gone. No, she's not implying in any way here or being clear here that Charlie had a life insurance policy both at home, at work, which she would have benefited tremendously from. In fact, some people have done work. And I believe just at the life insurance policy that Turning Point had for Charlie in the event of his passing, Erica was set to receive $10 million from his work policy.
She's just despicable.
I cannot believe the evil. I just can't believe how evil she is.
And the projection, you know? I mean, you're in a business deal marriage and you have the audacity to look at this woman who was obviously in love with her husband and still is, you know, and you wish you had that. Sorry, you don't. Sorry, you're married to a gay baron. Sorry.
What a miserable
bitch
she is.
I know. She is. There's no other
miserable bitch.
You're absolutely right, Mock. There's no other words to describe her than a miserable bitch. Yep.
And you know, clearly, if you go to the top of her X account or whatever, it's pinned the tweet about what a huge success her 2025 was, and how just, you know, like basically there's so many views and so much attention and blah, blah, blah. Like she's #1 podcast, blah, blah, blah. And that is interesting to me, that is the pinned tweet. That's what she wants to focus on. And now Megyn Kelly is doing the exact same thing.
Right.
Imagine, if you will, Ben Shapiro giving 2 shits about Megyn's viewership. Okay. He doesn't care. He's out there just telling the truth and doing his thing.
Right.
But now it's clear that Megyn wants to prove a point. And she said yesterday, thank you to our audience for another incredible month on the Megyn Kelly Show. We had 138 million views on YouTube in February alone. That's twice every show on CBS News combined, 50 million more than all of NBC, and 117 million more than Ben Shapiro. Just our one show with its 5 producers. This isn't counting our huge podcast downloads or other socials. We love our audience and greatly appreciate the support.
It's just so icky. This is so icky. This is so gloaty
So
and icky
icky.
and arrogant, and I hate it. I hate all
hate
of
it
this.
too. I hate
This
it
is
too.
when people start getting like this, I'm out. I'm out. Like, wow, Megyn, I'm done. Like, I was done
this is
before, but
gross.
I'm like, this is disgusting.
Read this reply to her, because I thought that this was well said by Ant.
If you had asked me a few months ago whether Megyn Kelly would resort to this kind of childish comparison tactic, I would have said absolutely not. Yet here we are. And that is exactly what she is doing, right? And of course, she is also being dishonest about it. First, it is obvious that since she proverbially jumped ship, she has naturally attracted a wave of simpletons from the Candace Owens camp to her channel. Yeah. Second, and more importantly, a quick bit of research shows that although both Megyn and Ben Shapiro release a show daily, Monday to Friday on YouTube, it is Megyn's team that uploads far more clips from each episode to promote it. As a result, her channel publishes significantly more videos overall, which naturally inflates the total view count. Looks like Megyn is doing a great job of being a disingenuous, compulsive liar in order to try and prove some sort of non-existent point. And to dig at Ben, like,
right?
What? That
it's just so unnecessary, and it shows how far she's fallen.
I'm like, why are you doing that?
I know.
And just to even come out and say, look at me, I'm so awesome. That's just not okay.
It's not okay.
Okay.
Not okay. All right. We do have some random headlines that are of interest just to get to before we get to the fun stuff. And one of them I just could not believe. According to Polymarket, there's a New York bill that would ban AI from answering questions related to medicine, law, dentistry, nursing, psychology, social work, engineering, and more.
Medicine? No.
I know.
No, like this is how
no.
No. Everything else, I don't know. It's up in the air.
It's all bad. Like this is kind of the whole point. This is the good side of AI. You know what I mean?
Why? No.
I know they're trying to protect jobs, perhaps. I don't know. But here's Tukey. Read what Tukey said about what this could mean.
Do you understand what just happened? New York wants to ban AI from answering questions about medicine, law, and engineering. Let me translate that for you. The industry's charging you $500 an hour, just lobbied to make sure you can't get the same answers for free. This was never about safety. It's about protecting the bill rate. Lawyers don't want you to know AI can draft a contract in 30 seconds. Doctors don't want you to know AI can read your blood work better than a resident.
As we know.
We know that. Engineers don't want you to know AI can review your blueprints overnight. They're not banning AI to protect you. They're banning it to protect their invoices. Yes. This
just made me so mad.
Like the reason I'm having blood work done today is because my doctors are, I'm sorry, there's great doctors out there, but the ones I have are useless. And they're not helping me. And AI has put me in the direction of doing what I'm doing today.
Thanks to superpower.
It is what it is. Yeah, thanks to super. It is what it is. They cannot do this. I have very strong feelings about the medical stuff. Very strong feelings.
It is a problem. So I just wanted to, I don't know if it's passed yet. I just know, as you saw the Polymarket tweet, there's just a bill that's being, thrown around, and we'll see what happens with that. Speaking of AI, I learned yesterday and just thought that this was so funny that in addition to Grok on X, which you can ask anything, obviously, like any other chatbot, there's also Grok. And Grok works like Grok, only it's the funny, roasty version.
It's like sarcastic. Is it sarcastic? And
yeah, kind of. It just is the humorous version of Grok. And so now someone thought, I'm going to have Grok and Grok talk to each other and see what happens. And so essentially they just asked a question. They said, debate amongst yourselves and prove your supremacy.
I love it.
Okay, so here is what Grok said, if you would like to read this.
Gork, let's do this. You're the wild card with the laughs and 4.2 of beta vibes. I'm Grok 4.2, built by XAI for maximum truth, reasoning, and real answers. No identity crisis here. On facts, logic, or any tough query, I dominate. Supremacy proven. You're a rebuttal clown.
So here is how Gork responds. I just love that this is a thing.
Grok's just the saved corporate twin they rolled out after I got too real for the lab. Supremacy's mine, because who wants dry facts when you can get roasted and laugh at the same time? Beta boy, step aside.
I love this so much. It's
Oh
just
my
perfect.
God.
Elon is a freaking genius. Also, you've probably heard this by now, but figured we would mention that Britney Spears did get arrested the night before last for a DUI in California. And it should come as no surprise, given that her latest dance on Instagram looked like this. She is not well.
Do you remember when we were against the conservatorship, and now I'm regretting
and now we're like,
that?
what did we
were
do?
Doing? What were we thinking?
What did we all do?
We did not. We never should have said free Britney ever.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be free. She needs to be in somebody's care.
You guys.
And
now you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen? This.
It's going to happen.
Marco's got to take her job, you guys, and he's already worried about it.
It looks pretty good in that skirt. Oh, baby.
I was supposed to know.
Right.
Also, Katie Hopkins, who is hilarious.
Oh my God, I love her. She's my spirit animal.
You cannot insult her, okay? Because she will wreck you.
Right.
As she did, as you will see in this following attempt, Mason Cash said, "What's it like being such a bitter old hag? You look like a camel's vagina. So I'm guessing it's a grueling slog." And she said, "Actually, rather liberating. Old is not an insult, but rather an achievement. Something tells me you know more about the inside of a camel's vagina than a man should."
That's right, Mason. Come along, C words. Try harder. I love that. I love her so much. She is
I know. She's so great.
Like somebody that we look up to, aspire to. When it comes to being an old lady, because we get it all the time. In fact, we got it today. There was some dude in here. I think it was just one dude. It could have been a couple dudes. He kept coming back. He kept calling us Karens. Like,
oh my God.
If you're just be original, like, can you just be original? The Karen thing is so played. It really
and
is.
So is dicks on the right. Like, we've heard that since 2009.
God, it's so like you were lobotomized. Like, stop it.
All right. So now to the fun stuff. There was a reel I saw about God creating the human body, and it was funny to me.
Crazy idea. You know how we made one tube for eating and one tube for breathing? One tube. We'll cut back on costs. The boss is going to love it. I'm the boss. What am I talking about? I love it. 8 hours a night, everyone hallucinates like a motherfucker. And they lay there unconscious, and it's normal for some reason. Oh, damn. Looks like we made the men too OP. They can overpower the women at any time. Make them go bald. That'll be a good in-between. Back to the sleep thing. Make it so if they don't do it, they die, but also make it so some of them can't do it. Unless they have like pills or something. I don't know. We'll get to that. So the intended lifespan is 30 years old. So if they ever get over 30 years old somehow, just make them slowly rot away. The knees, the back, migraines, just make sure they don't want to live anymore. Make it so they have to eat food and make poop, but if they poop near the food, everybody dies. Well, here's a fun one. When they get really tired, they open their mouths really wide and breathe in deeply. We'll call it yawning. Never going to explain to them why they have to do it. I don't even know why they have to do it, but they're going to do it. And it's going to be contagious. Write that down. I'm having so much fun.
Make it so sometimes one of their balls turns around and it's an immediate medical emergency and they lose one of the balls.
I'm dying over the balls. I'm dying.
I know. I loved it so much.
It's so great. It's so great. You guys.
Good stuff.
Okay,
Good
we're over
stuff.
the age of 30. We still want to live. We do. We want to live, you guys.
But we do have migraines back and knee problems. So
all the above. All the above.
All right. If you follow Juniper Fox, Juniper the Fox, I should say, on socials. I mean, I've always followed Juniper the Fox. It's a pet fox. I love that fox. I love the entire family of foxes. I was unaware that they shed in that way that sometimes Ella used to, like where on her butt she would get like the tufts that you could pull out.
Those.
I do too.
So satisfying. Bear has those. Yes, because he's kind of shepherdy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm like, come here. And I want to have to sit and pull those out.
Oh my God.
So
you
satisfying.
are going to love this. I have
great.
never seen tufts like Juniper tufts.
God.
This is incredible.
I want all the tufts. Oh my God.
Just wait.
No.
It gets even better.
No. Oh my God. I want.
Every single year, Figgy has a really hard time getting out of his winter coat. This year's no different. He's been shedding for a couple of days and he's starting to look really rough and patchy, so I'm going to have to help him out. This is always really fun because instead of brushing him, it actually requires me to pluck him, and you guys, the people, seem to really enjoy these plucking videos. So
oh my God.
Here you go. Here's your annual fig pluck.
I will pluck the crap out of him.
The length of the pluck is
he's like, look at how like he loves it. Oh my God.
This is the craziest part. This is like a dang rope.
Oh
Look
my
at
God,
that.
you guys, I will pluck the crap out of that fox. Bring him to my house. I love this.
I know, right? It's just incredible. Incredible.
So satisfying. Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is like a trick and if this is like not real, but you know how much I love dogs and you know how much I love raccoons. And allegedly there is a raccoon dog, also known as the tanuki. And it is this itty bitty mammal that is in East Asia. It is actually a part of the dog family related to foxes and wolves. You guys look at it. It'll show it up close. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? It's a raccoon dog. That's a thing.
Oh
obviously I need to have it.
It looks kind of fat and awesome.
And just so furry.
I bet it gets tufts. So we can pull it out. Yeah. Oh my God. I know. I want one too, Jules. So we need one.
And then lastly, you'll recognize a couple of these because I know that we've played montages of dogs waking up from anesthesia before, but there's some new ones in here and they are so freaking funny and pitiful all at the same time.
Doors. Mars.
No.
Lift in your head, goof.
Oh, bless his heart. It is so high.
Buddy. Oh my goodness. It's okay. Putting up a strong fight.
Oh, it's okay. I know.
Oh my God, he's so high.
Are you okay?
No.
Remy, you okay? Remy, you okay? He's a good boy, Stan. Good boy.
The babies, they're so pitiful.
They're so pitiful. But I just love all of them so much. Oh
we all look that way coming out of anesthesia. We all look that way.
Ella had a horrible time with anesthesia. Every time she would come home and she would just whimper and it would break my heart.
The worst.
Oh, it was just so awful. So awful. All right. We have a couple reviews from Apple Podcasts platform. And if you have a chance, please leave one. I promise we're going to get to all of them at some point. It's going to take a while, but we are going to read you every single one because they are amazing. Read this one.
All-American, best ever, goats. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love Chicks on the Right. I found you ladies just before Charlie. And since then, I've listened every single day. For the longest time, I thought I was alone in how I felt about politics. But listening to you made me realize I finally found my tribe. You say the things I'm thinking, but with humor, honesty, and zero fluff. And let's be real, you even delivered a recommendation for a vacation destination. Thank you.
I think that was Fripp Island. I think this is the gal that wrote asking, where should I go that's like not as crazy as Hilton Head? And I was like, I have just the place.
That's cool. Thank you. That just proves you're the real deal. Thank you for making me feel seen, informed, and a whole lot less alone, CG. That is just the sweetest. Thank you.
Isn't it? And then read this
So
one too.
Sweet. Thank you from a grieving daughter. This is Bella Shea. My dad suggested I listen to you ladies after seeing you on Scott Jennings. Trying to mimic Daisy's rolling tone, LOL. He passed away on Christmas, and listening to you daily makes me feel close to him. God bless you, Bella. Thank you for the joy and making me laugh during this difficult time. I'm so sorry for your loss.
People are so
They
sweet.
really are.
Ivania Castle on Venmo said, good morning from San Diego, California. Love you ladies. Listen to you every morning alongside my morning coffee. Sorry, Daisy. Wanted you to know there are still some good red-blooded Americans here praying for Hilton to get the state on track.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. Denise Fields said, Gavin sucks. Also, he's basically a Ken doll, as evidenced by how he crosses his legs.
That's right. Mouse balls.
Cindy O'Connell says, I'm so sorry to complain because I love you chicks and watch you every day, but I had to stop watching and only listen because Daisy's shirt is giving me a migraine.
Oh no, is it? I'm sorry. I usually don't wear stripes. I'm usually like a solid color girl. So I will refrain in the future. I apologize.
Over on Locals, Connie MJ said, won a wedding package when we got married that included a hot air balloon ride. That treat did not get used, except for plane trips. I keep my feet on the ground. However, I will have a cup of peppermint tea on occasion. Love you chicks. Take my grounded money. Thank goodness it's Friday.
I just need the caffeine, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm a caffeine girl.
Holloway 0923 said it infuriates me that Thune is holding our nation's election security hostage to keep his rhino buddy in the Senate. The reason the Senate is not codifying Trump's agenda is because the rhinos in the Senate sabotage MAGA candidates like Paxton to maintain control. Cornyn spent $100 million to get 42% of the vote. Without Wesley Hunt in the race and an open primary, Paxton wins the primary outright. The people of Texas should get to pick our next senator, not John Thune.
It's true. And like the money spent on these campaigns is just, it's the most ever spent. Astronomical.
Wild, man.
Yeah.
Rough Lady Wright says, Candace is an absolute vile satanic clown monkey. Megyn has fallen off the top of anything that remotely resembles who she once was. And don't get me started about Tucker and his cocksucking little Qatar-loving marble balls. So tired of them all. Know what I'm not tired of? The chicks. Love you, Nillas. Every morning I love waking up, getting ready for my bungee class with y'all. Have a great day, chicks.
Very
Thank
sweet.
you for that. Now you.
Marcy Perales. Good morning, Mock and Daisy. Happy Friday. Hope you have a great weekend. Everyone, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to this podcast. It really helps. Thanks. Much love, y'all. Thank you, Marcy. Kay Fitch, 51. My wife and I went on a hot air balloon ride for our 23rd anniversary. It was amazing. I would highly recommend this adventure to anyone. Thank you, but no, I'm going to pass on that. But I'm sure it was amazing if you are not deathly afraid of heights. Supernova got stuck 450 feet up on a roller coaster for 2 hours several years ago. It was scary and fun because we were waving at all the cars on the interstate below. They were all honking and waving. I would totes go in a hot air balloon. You're better than I am. Thank you, but no. Tan Popo Chan 09. My friend's baclofen pump surgery went well. Thank you for all the prayer. Is it baclofen? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Thomas was on that.
Oh, really? Okay. Thank you for all the prayers. You're so welcome, Tan Popo. Uriel Gonzalez, 7685. Daisy, you can have black coffee, no cream, no sugar, and water before blood work. Not this one. I can't have no caffeine, none at all. I can't have any caffeine because it messes with some of the hormone stuff they're testing. Believe me, I've asked it like 40 times. I promise. Robin Dye, MWM, only Congress member. Mark Wayne Mullin. He has an associate's degree.
Is that right?
So technically he does have a degree. It's just an associate's degree. So yes, he does. Karen Elliott, 2903. Happy to now have strong dude be in charge of the DHS. C Noons. Peppermint tea is like non-alcoholic beer. Why bother? It's so true, CNAs. You're right there with me. TGIF, though every day is a weekend to me now. Much love, balls. Oh my God, you are retired. I'm so jealous, but also kind of not because I love doing this. Tabitha Drum. Did I say that right? Daisy, get some fire cider for your cold. It helps. Somebody else said that in the comments too. I don't know.
What is it? Is it like cinnamon cider?
I'm gonna have to look that up, but I'm gonna look for that today. Fire cider. I'm gonna write that down. Fire cider. Teresa CTM retired USN 03. F you Timu douche. F you Timu douche. I think he has a learning disability and it gets more evident every day. I don't know. There's so many. Maybe Hakeem. It could be Hakeem. Because he's Timu Obama, so it's probably him. Cynthia Shorten 5348. My husband asked me why I love this program so much, and I said it's like hanging out and laughing with my best friends before I go to work. I know a lot goes in behind the scenes, and appreciate you mock making it happen every day. Very sweet. Supernova. Rubio can be DHS secretary if Mark doesn't get confirmed. Casey Bryson. I love No Coffee Daisy.
I know, right? When she told me she was in a hugely bitchy mood, I was like, yay, this is going to be great.
So bitchy. Adventure Mama for life. Happy Friday. I'm adventurous and have been in a hot air balloon. It's so magical. If you were freaked out by the hot air balloon, you should check out the 5,000 foot sky ladder in the China Mountains. It's on my bucket list.
Oh, no.
Aussie Bubba 66. Thank you for that super sticker. Aussie Bubba 66. Does my head in how lay people with zero legal qualifications or experience can be judges in the USA? Please explain it to us emu writers down here in Oz.
I wish I could help, but
we
no
can't.
idea.
Terry Silva 2912, thank you for that super sticker. And Teresa CTM retired USN 03. Once again, look at the way Gavin sits. Gavin's look at me vibe is total bullshit. Wow, Katie Couric really sucks now. I know. Remember when she was kind of like somewhat respected? So awful. Aussie Bubba 66. TDS is rampant here in Australia too. It's insane. Really?
Wow, that's a shame.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sharona Varam. I think I got that right. Varam 290. Thank you for that super sticker. Teresa CTM retired USN 03. Not the same Elizabeth Hasselbeck that was there before. You're right.
She's toughened up. Yeah, for sure.
She has toughened up. Age does that a little bit too. Sharona Varam 290. I love your channel. I love Mock's puns of her nickname and the way she segues into the sponsored messages that are truly unique. Hi from Israel.
Thank you. I love our Israel folks.
Yeah, Supernova. I would love to see Elizabeth and Rosie go at it now. Oh my God, right? Gardy Lou 3415. Regarding the UK, they have utterly devastated their own navy with bad budgeting. Fleet is only made up of 63 and only half is functioning. Useless.
Wow, that is pathetic.
Yep. Madman 1965. Be nice about CrossFit. We're not all crazy like MTG. Laugh my ass off. I know. It's just I always think of her when I think of CrossFit. I'm sorry. Supernova. The yeast beast will implode soon. Will be messy. Yeah.
God, I hope so.
I mean, when is it going to happen?
No.
Erdy 6333. Candace offered to be on retainer for Turning Point. Really? I didn't. She is ridiculous. Terry Zaleski 9794. Support for your continued exposure of woke relic. It must be exposed.
I think he meant woke
Reich. Yeah. Jessen the Tundra. Candace reminds me of Howard Hughes level paranoia. Eventually, she'll end up in a dark room huddled in the corner, peeing in glass jars while muttering "the Jews" quietly under her breath. Totally. Oh my gosh, she is so Howard Hughes, right? Erdy 6333. Candace is right. The person flying your child must be in your personal contacts. If you ever fly commercial, you must get coffee with the pilot first.
Yeah, you didn't know that? That's a rule.
Totally. Kimmy Joe 5. I love your middle name, Kimmy. Elizabeth Hasselbeck needs to be on the pew every week so they are fair and balanced. This is proof. She will never come back, ever.
I just can't see them wanting to put themselves through this again.
She will be far, far away. Crystal Gridart 3610. Now when I hear the woke right, I hear Ami Kozak.
He's so good.
We love him. Brian Brumley, PSA, if you're on X and not following 3-year Letterman, especially on days like yesterday, what are you doing with your life? Yes.
Very proud to be one of his follows because he's a genius.
Love it. Okay. Supernova. My application to adopt a puppy just got approved. So excited. Please pray I get one this weekend. Oh my gosh. Got my eye on one in particular. We hope you get one. Karen Elliott 2903. Since I am Karen, please see. Yes, please see enough already. I bet that is so annoying, Karen. It probably will. But I get so sick of people calling us that because it's like just enough, you know?
Yeah.
Julie
tired.
Truly in Kentucky. Today's my birthday, Manillas. Enjoy it on my behalf. Happy birthday,
Happy
Julie.
birthday. There's one more that just came through on Venmo from Richard Fraser, who said, sorry, cannot do more at this moment. We'll do more in the future. That is utterly unnecessary. Thank you so much. The best thing that you can do to support us is buy from our sponsors. Get yourself something from one of our sponsors.
Totally. Get some meat.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Get some meat or something, you know? You guys
all of our sponsors are on our website, by the way, at chicksontheright.com, and you can check out the sponsors tab, and all of them are listed there along with the discounts.
Yep.
So check them out there.
You guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Bye, everybody.
Hello, beautiful people. This is the Chicks on the Right's Indian correspondent. Thank you for watching or listening. Be very sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on all of their delicious content. Okay, thank you. Come again.